Hello everyone and welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in, well actually this place has a name, the Vast Interior, that's right. And we're going to search the slump. In between episodes, also I need to level up. In between episodes I went down to Little Neeliash looking for Oving, I think is his name. I couldn't find anything. I even stole that little thing that we had from that Crimper dude, the guy that was that taught us how to dig through through piles of junk. That was nothing. That was just an oddity. So I don't know what his companion is gonna be. But we haven't visited everywhere, so we might find him somewhere else or something like that. Because I think his quest got cut off or something. That was weird with Tibir. I don't really know. I think his quest is bugged. Or was bugged for me. Yes. Because I remind you, I started playing this game on the 1.0.0 version of the game. Actually, I started it even before because I had early... Did I have early access to this game? I think I did. So yeah, I started with a well, basically it was the beta version. So yeah, basically that's what it was. So let's level up. Let's see if we can fix errors. Last episode we actually did that, which was pretty awesome. We have some extra edge if we need it. Or stat pool increase. I don't think I'm gonna need that. Extra edge might be a good thing. Where's my edge? How much edge do I have? 1 might and 1 speed. You know what? I'm gonna go with an extra edge on speed, and I think that's gonna round me out a little bit better. Even though I'm not a Jack, I'm a Nano, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. And actually, the Jack Nano and what the other one is, don't remember. Actually, that's just he's a. You're a Nano? No, he's a glaive. That's right. That's just the definition for the skills that they actually get. It doesn't. Yes. It doesn't really mean that you can't focus on... Like, a Nano can be just mighty if he wants to. It just means different things. Hey, Jaunt, or Yaunt, or something. Do I need to talk to you? I don't think I do. No. I need to go over here. Talk to... that guy over there. And also, this S starting name... Yeah, Sheen over there starts with an S. I remember that. But we need to talk to these guys over here because they sent us for a favor. Oh no, that's right. That's the favorite. Yeah, the Sheen I don't think I need to talk to. I need to talk to Artaglio over there because he actually asked me for a favor and he was the first one to ask. But these guys are the ones that can help Eridis, and hopefully that's gonna work or something. But oh, actually, before you do that, friend, welcome back. Demaray wipes his nose and grabs your hand, pumping it furiously. Oh, you return! I hope something is wrong with you. By which I mean, I hope we can get to treat you. By which I mean, of course, that you are fascinating. Just fascinating. Well, thank you very much. I will talk to you in a little bit. But first, let's have a chat with... Onward! Eridis.
What's on your mind?
Hey, how are things between us? I couldn't be happier with you if you were another me. Okay, so he's still... So, yeah, this is the line I wanted to ask. I spoke with the nano spirits inside you. Do you feel any different? My ideas don't feel as shouty as they used to, he says, thinking hard. But other than that, no. Are you sure? No, I think I'm still me. And that me hasn't changed. Okay, so yeah, we didn't do much. That was a shame. Okay, nothing for now. It's all fine. Yes, we've been standing still for too long. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so let's go with these guys. I'm sure... Yeah, they say the same line. Do you know any way to restore the sight of someone without eyes? Oh, that's right. We need that. We need this. Without eyes? Asks Demaray. Well, were they destroyed or is this inherited? Was this a creature that has no visual cortex? And he waves his hands. It makes no matter. I can restore sight to any living creature. And leans forward and taps your chest. Any? We restore the blessing of sight, he thinks, and with just a few minor side effects. Obervik is nodding and smiling and prepares to offer a boast himself, but as he holds up his strange arm, his index fingers in the air, he pauses and says quietly, "Do you mean restoring sight and retaining independent nervous autonomy? That is, without scooping out portions of the brain?" Well... She didn't specify, to be honest. Oh, no explicit consent. Well, we've gone that route before. And he sucks on his lower lip for a moment. We should assume she wishes to remain fully aware, yes, assume the positive. But then again, no. Wait, let me think. And he starts muttering to himself. Mulder's Vice? Kaizen's Precise Mimetics? Hyen's Mental Melter? Zayeb's laborious incision. No, none of those. Only... And he looks up at you, dismay in his eyes.
I'll remember that.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And he paces a very small circle. I know only one procedure that meets the specific qualifications that she retain all her faculties, I'm afraid. It is long work. Long, hard work. Long, hard, expensive work. And he glances at Obervik. One of Obervik's eyes should do it, he thinks. But this cast off. We cannot pass up this opportunity. What? What was that thought? The half-man returns his partner's quick look. It would require compensation for worth more than coin. Perhaps if you found us an interesting test subject for investigation, we could consider a fair trade. And when I say perhaps and could, I actually mean that it would suffice. Well, that's good of you to point that out. Thank you very much. I see where Dr. Demerai is headed with this, he thinks. He would make an excellent test subject. Oh, you mean I am the test? What? Okay. Expensive and time-consuming. What about all the eyes your colleague has on his head? Did he undergo all these surgeries one by one? My friend, these eyes provide a valuable function for me, and they are not simple baubles to be handed out as favors. They are affixed to me and provide certain insights. And he bobs his head quickly and nervously, as if to belly. I think that is how. No, it's got to be belie. Yeah, otherwise it should have two L's, right? As if to belie his words, one of them falls from his head. Blast, he adds, hastily scooping it up and reattaching it. Very well, very well. You've caught us in a slight embellishment, and not embellishment, because two L's over there, as one might expect from someone of your mental caliber. But that doesn't make sense, because otherwise caliber should have two L's. I don't know how to say that word. I apologize. Whatever, doesn't matter. He looks to his compatriot. Did I not tell you that our friend's intellect was something to be admired? I did. And he bows to you. We don't necessarily need a subject, I suppose, but I did not embroider the truth entire. This is an expensive item. To replace it will cost us 280 shins. Well, that sounds perfectly reasonable and cheap. Would I qualify as an interesting test subject?
I'll remember that.
His head starts bobbing up and down before you're finished speaking. Oh yes, so very much yes. We would be particularly interested in investigating this tattoo on your head. It seems reactive and strange. Oh, that's I kind of want to arm myself with that knowledge, much more than being eaten by the Dendrohur. So, I think yes. Yeah, I'll volunteer myself. It's not like you can kill me or anything. Well, at least I hope not, because the wool tattoo might be the reason why I can't be killed. Anyway, we have seen others with this kind of tattoo and have tried to recruit some of them. Some have been less than willing, and we have had some unpleasant feedback loops from others. I'm delighted to know that you come to us voluntarily. Well, I'm not delighted to know that the others made different choices, but sure, I have made mine already. So yeah, let's see. My side still aches, he thinks, from where the White Death... Oh yeah. We know who she is. Stabbed me. I thought she'd be more amenable. Maybe. The first order of business is an injection. This is not actually... This is a typo. It should have had the little thingy, the inverted commas before. So, Demeray is saying, the first order of business is an injection. Your consciousness swims into a dreamy half-haze, objects taking on a luminous rainbow-tinted beauty. A sense of great satisfaction fills you, a rush of pleasure through your veins, even when Obervik leans over you with a... Oh, wait a minute. That's not... No, this is actually... It's not a typo. This is actually what's going on. Even when Obervik leans over you with a scalpel and begins to cut, you feel only a slight tugging, and the bead of your blood stuck to the edge of the scalpel makes you want to weep for its transient beauty. Oh, that's so pretty. It's not. Eventually, you drift into darkness. Now, what happens when I do this? I'm actually reading thoughts. Well, I just lost one maximum health pool, and that is okay. Distant thunder summons you back to consciousness. Your eyes blink blearily open, and you see Demerai's face peering into your own. You feel as though you have been torn open, your mind stripped, and something indefinable snatched away. A sense of loss pervades your being. You were a model client. Simply fantastic, says Demorai. I can tell you with 90% certainty that almost all of your organs are back where they should be. And he beams, clearly proud of his work. Incidentally, you're completely impotent and will never be able to father any children. I hasten to add that you were like that when we started. Oh, thank you. The way he phrased that, I actually thought he was just delivering the news after, but yeah, thank you for telling me that. It should be okay. Don't worry too much about that. Obervik says, my good colleague has forgotten to tell you, but you may experience dizziness, nausea, some bleeding for a short time. Nothing to be concerned with. He clears his throat. We have uncovered some interesting facts about your tattoo, if you'd like to hear them. Short time, long time, you'll find out, I suppose. What kind of facts? The tattoo is not really a tattoo. It's more like an amorphous gateway, a skein of living tissue that reacts to specific psychic vibrations. If I am not mistaken, a specially skilled individual might even be able to use this skein, or whatever, however it's pronounced, I don't know, I'm just reading it, as an entry into your mind itself. Oh, so these might be connected to the... So it's a backdoor. Huh. Obervik continues, who's to say that there might not be someone there already? Well, there is. There very much is there somebody already, yes. I kind of managed to repress him, but it's still there. And Demorai curses, though his words sound more like someone who has never learned to hang of the business. That's interesting. We should have checked for that while we were in there. He turns to you. Perhaps you'd let us go back in and check for any visions, spectral voices, or hallucinations? Well, regretfully, my friend, our client has fulfilled this part of the bargain. Furthermore, opening him up again would probably kill him, even despite that remarkable regenerative ability he evinced. He looks at you, clearly expecting you to leave. So, what are the next steps to restore the sight of my blind acquaintance?
I'll remember that.
What? Oh, yes, my apologies. And Obervik reaches up to the profusion of eyes on his head and selects one, seemingly at random. With a grimace, he works it free from his head. His scarred flesh flows around and fills the hole where it resided. Simply place this eye on the recipient's face, and it will do the rest of the work. Easy. I think I've had this... What happened? I think I used something that did the same thing. I have a sort of a bionic eye that kind of did the same thing. So what if I put it on my own face? Well, it will likely not work. Really? Why? Well, it would scoop out a portion of your brain in the attempt. No, sadly, I cannot recommend that you try it. Okay, well, thank you for the warning. Obervik's eye. Obervik plucked this eye from the multitude of eyes on his head and gave it to you so that you might restore sight to Skora. He promises it will work simply by placing it on her head, on her face. The artificial eye is so well constructed that it could pass as a real eye on cursory inspection. Well, I suppose it could, maybe. I don't know. Well, my thanks. Answer some more questions for me, though, because I think I might have... No. I'll see you later. Thank you. Good day. Okay. Well, that is concluded, and I do want to go back to the Murden's Nest, but I'll do that in a little bit. For right now, we're going to talk to Artaglio over here, and see what we can do about the maw. You again! He takes a swallow of his vile-smelling drink, and murderous drink as well. Let's see. So, I can do that. That's again. If you want, sacrifice yourself to the maw, that's another one. Oh, I can take another shot at the drinking game. We could do that. We could do that. Okay, we're gonna do that later. But not right now. Maybe later. Yeah, I'm gonna try another time. Let's see. I'm just gonna save there because something terrible might happen. No, I'd hate to waste the rum. If you couldn't keep up with me the first time, I've little doubt that you'd be painting the bloom with your bile next time. And he makes a show of looking around the place, though it could use some color. He rummages around in a backpack that's lying nearby. Hold on a moment. I've got a consolation for you. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much. This battered old mug. It's just a mug. Thank you. He pulls out a battered mug. Here, this is appropriate for you, friend. Wait. Watch. and he pours a healthy serving of rum into the mug, then starts laughing as the rum disappears to a mere swallow. What? Could be helpful for the next time you think to challenge someone, eh? And he throws a friendly elbow into your ribs. Best part is that he only does that to intoxicants. I mean, it's the best part if you're a lightweight. Me, I think it's a criminal waste. Did you play with that against me? Okay, I don't know what to say. Anyway, I think you're missing something, and I'm gonna give him back the company standard. The conversations around the slump die down. Artaglio's soldiers look at you, at each other, at their commander, and at the standard that Artaglio takes from you and unfurls. He unfolds it reverently, momentarily taking his eyes from the maw. The standard is stained from the Murden's trash heap, bloody and torn, but he holds it as if it were an infant. His face and voice lose their ironic, cynical edge. I am in your debt, Cast-Off. Truly I am. Name your price. By the gods, I never thought I'd see this again, he thinks. Never imagined I'd care either. If you are truly in my debt, then I ask you face the maw. He stiffens noticeably, and the good cheer drains from his face. His eyes sharpen, no sign of drink in them now, and he studies you carefully to see if you jest with him. He looks around at the soldiers, who have fallen silent, and he sighs. He stands. My soldiers! Time to see how a man faces his fears. And he turns to the maw, muttering something under his breath. I knew a cast-off would be the death of me, he thinks. That was the indigo tide over there. He walks towards the maw, and its tongues tremble at his approach. I hope he doesn't get eaten, but he might. Oh, this is gonna be very graphic if it does. That's not... it doesn't matter. Resolution etches its way into Artaglio's face, as if he knows he's walking to his death. But there is no falter to his step, and he carries himself erect and strong, drawing on whatever well of bravery let him ride into the face of enemy fire serves him well now. As he walks, you see his chest expanding as he puffs himself up. Bloom tongues reach out and stroke his head almost lovingly. They fasten more firmly to his skull. Strange, he says. This doesn't hurt at all. It's like the bloom is just shuffling through my memories. Ah, I remember leaping from the Wailing Cliffs. Ranard, do you recall our battle with those slimy things in... Oh, and the Sky Riders of Five Cliffs. I'd forgotten so many of these moments. Why was I so afraid of this? Suddenly the maw gapes open, and a tongue lashes out. It wraps itself tightly around Artaglio. He has just enough time for a shouted imprecation before the bloom tongue hurls him into the maw. He is gone, and no sign of him remains. Whoop. Sated at last, the maw opens wide. A trans-dimensional rift appears within. Well, he's gone. And we're going through. Renard, do you remember what he said? I can talk to you now. That's what good he does to you for not talking to me before. But anyway, so you shame our commander into destroying himself. And he spits. A typical cast-off trick, that. Play on pride, play on duty, and use that to destroy a normal mortal. You're just like the rest of your kin. Yeah. I didn't think it would devour him, though. And what did you think it would do to him? Bake him some pies? Maybe give him a comfortable chair and wash his feet for him? There's a reason they call these things maws, you idiot. This cast-off is weak, he thinks. I'm 2 seconds away from showing him his own liver. It's particularly foolish to question my actions. Oh, that's an easy one. I don't particularly care, he says. He begins snapping orders to his troops, and they start backing up the encampment. One good thing has come out of this. We're getting out of the bloom, one way or another. As usual, the cast-off has come to and destroyed our way of life, and he spits on the ground near your feet, and the soldiers file out the slump. I know better than to tangle with a cast-off, whatever I think of him. He thinks. They're off. Okay. Okay. I hope these guys don't mind that happened. Hey, Boris. Do you still want that money that you asked for? Oh, it's you! Why do you keep coming back here to talk to me if you don't plan on help me? Farewell. Yeah. Hey, Apothecary. Mr. Apothecary, you're not gonna talk to me. How about you, Shin? Do you have anything to say? Apart from what you said before? So again and again. Create an essence in exchange for a lower price. Nope. Nope, nope. Not gonna create an essence from my memories. Sorry. Okay, so Demurai over there. Okay, so we're going into the mall. There's nothing else for us here. Well, there actually is. What can we do? Ah, the cask reeks of powerful alcohol, but I won't be drinking from it. Okay, we're taking any water like the bloom water that we had before. That looks like a face.
I'll remember that.
What is this? A scene of horror lies before you. The walls and floors turned against the inhabitants of this chamber, opening toothy orifices to drag them down and devour them. Judging by the half-devoured wagons and other debris, this was a market of some kind. Or a trade post. To your left, and we're looking for this. To your left across the room is a massive slumbering maw. Its mouth gapes open, and a portal shines within. This round orifice is rimmed with rows of razor-sharp fangs. Human flesh and hair cling to some of the teeth. Lovely. The fleshy ground is torn here, revealing a mass of glistening, boneless creatures. It's not clear if they're parasites or some foul progeny of the bloom. This toothy orifice is frozen in the act of devouring a table. You notice small notches in the wood on one side, telling sales or days spent in this nightmarish place. And there's hearts? Behind the massive glands that block the doorway, you see nothing but solid flesh. This chamber has been cut off from the rest of the bloom. Oh, lovely. I can talk to that. This gaping orifice must have opened beneath the wagon and bloom tendrils pulled it down. And then there's the maw. That is a bigger maw than normal. Why does it have all that crap around it? What is that even? Okay, that thing is probably gonna do stupid things to me. I'm gonna try and see what this is. A little bit of money. Sure. Oh. I'm gonna try and go around it. Because why wouldn't I? Hello, Mr. Tongue Cluster. Let's see what I have over here. More monies. Okay, let me save the game before I talk to this thing. A wriggly mass of tendrils rise from the ground. They remind you of the tongues that surround the maw. Writhing and twisting around each other, they make wet, unpleasant sounds. As you draw near the cluster of tongues, the voice of the bloom begins to chitter and hiss in your ears. I think the bloom likes me. Let's touch the bloom tongues with my hand. This is like some Avatar stuff. You carefully reach into the cluster of squirming tendrils. When they touch your hand, they pass through it, and a prickly, hot-cold sensation runs up your arm. You notice that the bloom's voices are much louder when you are touching the tongues, though you can't understand them any better. Let's listen to them closely. The hissing and chitterings are completely unintelligible to you. If indeed they mean anything at all. Okay, so I have one thing over here that will help me. But I don't know if I should drink it right now. And that is... I can't order those things. That is a the bloom touch thingy. There's this thing, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna use it. Bloom juiced. So this means active until next sleep. Eerie whispers fill your mind, hitting into countless secrets to uncover. And let's see if this is one of them. The bloom tongues make wet, unpleasant sounds. Let's touch the thing. You thrust your hands into the midst of the writhing tongues. They pass through it. Oh, they pass through it with a prickly sensation that dances through muscle and bone. With the water of the bloom coursing through your body, you can sense a difference between the voices here and the ones you heard at the maw. This particular tongue cluster has roots that extend through the chamber, and its whispers control their movements. But what does that do? Even after drinking the water, you can't hear the voices clearly. You have to make a more direct connection to the tongues. Okay, so their roots extend through the chamber, wriggling beneath the bloom flesh. So that is the clue right there. There is a root that connects that to something else. What that something else is, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'm gonna stick with having drunk that. Okay, this place looks like I don't. What? You emerge from the portal into an alien world. The air is thin and the ascension. We're here. The air is thin and bitterly cold. The sun is a tiny white globe in the sky, casting dim light over a landscape of crystalline beauty. You see no sign of organic life, only glittering crystals in every direction. Pity you had to go through the bloom to reach this view, says Steve here. Almost worth it, though. Almost. Well, it looks pretty, but it's just crystal places. And a bunch of these as well. Oh. What happened? They're receding. Okay. Can't do anything from here. Doran, Asclarian, and a few explorers. Okay, let's not go there because there's people up there. Let's always go to the other place and disable all these things. Because this is a game! And we're gonna disable all of them. You go away, you stupid... Yeah, they don't come back. Okay. So we just scare them away and never more will they make noises. Unless... What's making noise? I don't know. Oh, this guy's saying something. I didn't catch that. Doran, do I need to talk to you? This tall, weathered man nods to you. He holds himself stiffly, as if something will crack off if he moves too quickly. He glances at your tattoo and smiles. Well, cast off. I am Doran, prophet of the changing god. It's been a while since we've seen anyone come through here. What's your business in the Ascension? Well, I'm out of time for the day, so I guess we'll find what my business is, or he'll find what my business is in the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.